Hey guys, today we're making cinnamon rolls. And who wouldn't like to dig into one of these cloud-like, fluffy cinnamon rolls? They're my favorite and it's my own recipe. I tweaked it to have a very light texture because I don't like very dense cinnamon rolls. So let's make it together. I'm gonna start by cracking an extra large egg into a measuring cup with 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I mix together and I set aside. This is one of the wet components to the dough. In the mixing bowl, I'm gonna measure 425 grams of all-purpose flour. To that, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt, a teaspoon of salt, 3 teaspoons of instant yeast, and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and I mix. Now I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. Mix it a little bit and set it aside. Here I have the buttermilk, a mix of buttermilk and milk, 1/2 cup of buttermilk and 1/2 cup of whole milk, and I warmed it up a little bit. To that I'm gonna add the egg mixture and a 1/2 cup of melted butter. And buttermilk is my secret ingredient. It's gonna land the dough softness. It's gonna interact with the baking soda to give me the softest and the lightest dough ever. I mix all the ingredients together until they form a soft dough. And my dough is gonna be a little sticky, and that's how I want it. I dump the dough into a floured surface and I knead it for a minute or two with the help of my dough scraper. I don't overwork it, just like you're seeing right now. Follow the steps exactly and you'll get a very soft, successful dough. That's all the kneading that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna place it in a bowl and leave it to double in size. I can tell it's ready because when I push on it, it bounces back, just like you're seeing right here. Two hours later, the dough has risen nicely. I'm gonna prepare the mix, the cinnamon and sugar mix. 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, 2 tablespoons of regular sugar, granulated sugar, and 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. I mix them together and I'm ready to roll the dough. And as you can see, I melted 1/2 cup of butter and I set it aside. At this point, it's very important not to overwork your dough. Just add enough flour to be able to roll the dough nicely and for it not to stick, just like I'm showing you. I'm lifting the dough to show you the thickness of the dough. This is how thick I want it. At this point, I spread a generous amount of butter on the whole surface of the dough. And I sprinkle the cinnamon sugar mixture generously all over the dough. If you like my recipes, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. As you can see, I'm brushing with more butter as I go. And more butter. Trust me, this is how it should be done. Here I'm gonna use a dental floss to have an even, easy cut. And I arrange in a cast iron pan or whatever baking pan you'd like. This is a rustic, perfect tasting cinnamon roll. Look how soft and light the dough is, and it hasn't even risen a second time. And we're not done yet. I cover it one more time and let it rest for another half an hour or an hour, depends on your temperature, on the room temperature. I brush it with a little bit more butter on top. Now I'm gonna work on the icing, the cream cheese icing. 2 ounces of cream cheese, 2 ounces of butter, unsalted, half a cup of powdered sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of vanilla bean paste, and 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. I mix until combined using my handheld mixer. And after that I add 3 teaspoons of milk just to lighten the icing. And the dough is ready for the oven. I bake it in a 385-degree oven until golden. I serve with or without cream cheese. Both ways are good. It's totally up to you. These cinnamon rolls are so light and so tender. You're gonna love this recipe. Please give it a try soon and let me know what you think. And until next time, bon appétit!